get this PCM out so I can send it out to go get unlocked. And then on top of that, go pick up some spark plugs. We already got a 180-degree thermostat on the way, and we got some other small parts, but it's time to get the car tuned, y'all. So I went ahead, pulled the PCM out, hassle free this time. Gonna take the fuse and go drop off the computer to get unlocked. There we go. Today is the day, throwing all the parts onto the Hellcat, getting it ready to go get tuned and ready to see how much power the car is going to make. So right now what I have to do is I have to change out all my spark plugs, install a 180-degree thermostat, install my HP Tuner's bypass cable. We already got the PCM unlocked by Starwood out there in Dallas, Texas. And what else? We have like I said, we have some pulleys. I have to install the dual pumps, and really that's it. Just buttoning up the car. Everything else is already on there as far as, like, you know, the stuff that I want. I'm also going to be switching to an ATI 10% lower instead of the Ripatune 6% lower. So gotta get the crank pin for that also. But everything else is already done. So we're gonna go ahead and hop straight into getting all the stuff installed and taking y'all along for the ride. So the biggest thing that I'm gonna do first is try to get this bypass cable installed. I bought this off of somebody online, so hopefully it's like legit and it's not just some fake thing or whatever, but we'll see. I only got it for like $10, but if you have an 18 or higher Dodge Challenger or Charger, you have to have this installed so that you can, you know, make sure that you're able to communicate with your tuning device, which I have here is my HP Tuner's MPVI 2. This is what I'm going to be using to tune the car with, and you have to have some kind of tuning device in order to do that. So okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start by removing the center console here, just prying up on stuff in the center, remove the clips. Breaking stuff already. I'll be very careful with that. So now that I have that disconnected, I can raise this up a little bit higher. Got it. Alright, then you're going to use a Torx 25-bit, and that's what you're going to use to remove the little connector right here underneath the shifter. So should pull straight up. It came right out. And this is that little tab that I was talking about. You just push down on this and then pull the clip out at the same time. Now I can go ahead and wiggle the rest of this all out of the way. Push that over to the side. I got my 10 mil with an extension. Just gonna reverse this off. Battery died. Don't let them drop either. Want to chill back, but we also have the emergency brake cable here, so I'm going to remove the bolts holding it in and then take this stuff out. Need a 8 mil. Now it's free to move. Lift this up and slide this all the way back. All of my other cables have already been disconnected from the center console. Alright, so like I said, now that all this stuff has been pushed out of the way, you'll be able to notice that there are right there those the ones with all the colors, the purple, yellow, not my bad, the tan and the pink and all that other stuff right there. That's the one we're going to disconnect. That's the one we're going to disconnect on the right side. So I'll twist underneath here. Now that that plug is out, I'll take the connector right here and I'll put it in its place. To this spot. And boom, just like that, it's in. No issue. So now I'm going to install the rig tap, upgraded fuel system. So this consists of the actual 4 Innovations hat, dual 295 fuel pumps, plug and play system. So all of the harness that you need in order to get all of this stuff installed, just plug and play. This is the actual line that we need to run for pump 1 and pump 2. Here we have extra screws and zip ties. everything has been installed as far as all of the connectors and pump 1 and pump 2. The harness in the rear has been connected. I'll show you guys that. The secondary FPCM is behind the first one over here. As y'all saw, I tightened them both with these 2 bolts. We got the main harness, body harness right here connected into this one, and then the connected into this one, and then the other one routes down below through here. We got pump 1 and pump 2. Both of those run all the way out through the front, and then we have our ground. We have our ground connected, but we have both of our grounds connected here. You can see that both of the grounds are connected right here, and then the power should hear fuel pumps kick on. Oh, I haven't even connected the negative terminal. Hold up. Alright, terminal's back on. Cool. You hear them priming. Yep. Showing everything all finished up, everything's all put back together, everything's all loomed up right too, as far as zip tied and stuff away. And as far as for the rear right here, as you can see, everything's all clean and pulled up. I nicked out a little piece on the back side here. I don't really remember where it went, but I cut out a little piece so that the cables will just, you know, flow right out and not be crushed. Everything's all pushed down here, so go ahead and tuck all this crap away. Cool. Now we can put the seats down and so here we got Brisk racing plugs. Gonna gap these to 0.024, and the best way that I found to, you know, get this done is you gotta really find a hard surface, and you need one of these, you know, tools in order to gap the plugs. There's different versions that you can use, but I just got this one for free from AutoZone. I just used the back side of it on my workbench here, press all the way down, gripping the front of the plug, and then bend it back. Check for the gap on here and make sure that it's, once you start feeling resistance on here, that's how you know the plug is gapped to the right size. So I'm gonna go ahead and so we're up here at Jackfab. We've been working on the car all day because we ran into some like stupid shit, but it is all done and ready. And taking everything else, I need to put the cap back on. Injectors are installed, everything else is all ready to go. Exhaust is fixed. It's time to shine. Woo! Where? He said, ooh! It's spinning bad. Leaving 11s all the way down the road.
Now that really puts you in sync.
Alright, we are out here at the meets. We got all the guys out here. We got Clinton, all them. GTO, LSA blower on it. just a few other cars. So we're about to go out here, get some runs, see how the car does now that it's on the tune and everything, and have fun.